Grade 9. This is the last year question paper 2024 Mopani District Mathematics Grade 9, right? And as you can see, we are dealing with geometry of straight lines. They are saying determine with reasons. So please know how to provide the reasons. The value of x, so they are looking for the value of x in the diagram below. Now, in the previous video, I have explained that once you are dealing with, as you can see here, we have parallel lines and a transversal line. You write your fund like this. The F shape, corresponding angles. The U shape, supplementary. When you add the two angles, they are not equal, but when you add them, they are equal to 180, supplementary. The N shape, the two angles are equal, formed by an N shape. Corresponding and the first and the last shape, corresponding and the alternating, the only angles that are equal, but the middle one, the U shape, they are equal to 180 when you add them. The sum is equal to 180, the sum of the angles. Right. Now, we are given this diagram here, right? Create. We have parallel lines and a transversal line. Now you ask yourself, say, how do we know if the given angles are corresponding, co-interior, or alternating? Right. First step, settle what you are given. Settle it. So I put it an arm there to show this is an angle. I put an arm there. These are two angles that I am given. Right? Okay. These are two angles that I'm given. I'm trying to solve for x. So solving for x, you need to create an equation for yourself. And creating that equation for yourself, you use this fan shape, since we're dealing with two parallel lines and a transversal line. Now, what I need you to do next, right? Since this is just one question, we can mess the diagram as we want, right? Where the angle is formed, check the arms that are forming that angle. This angle is formed by this transversal arm and this parallel arm, right? DE, and then KE. It is formed by those, right? Let us check 110. It is formed by what? By a transversal line that is meeting a parallel line, which is GH. So DE and GH are parallel. So when GH meets HE, they form this angle here. Now, what shape is this? If you can't see it, I don't know, but you can put it on a side and write it on a side if you can't see it from this diagram. What shape is it? It's an F shape. F shape, so we are here, the first shape in our fun thing. Mathematics is fun, so the first shape there is what? You already know is corresponding angles, right? Okay, what does that mean? This angle is equal to that one, corresponding angles, right? Okay, now that we have identified the shape, so you see, the reason why I said once you see two parallel lines, they tell you on a statement or you'll see it on the diagram, these arrows show that two lines are right fun like this, label it for yourself, say it's corresponding, it's co-interior, alternating. Don't forget that. I don't want to even talk about you forgetting. F is corresponding, U is co-interior, N is alternating. I don't want to talk about it. Don't even go to the exam without knowing that. Right. Now, our next step, remember, they said with reason. So we say statement, and then reason, then create our table like this. Why one? Now we know that we are dealing with F, so our job is very simple. We know the reason, we just now to deal with statement. Okay, I said the first shape angles are equal, the last shape angles are equal, but only U angles are supplementary. So for F shape, I need to say exactly what I'm saying. This angle is equal to that one. You write exactly that. You say x plus 90 degrees is equal to, they are equal. 110. It's a very simple statement to write. People struggle to write a statement. They can identify it's an F shape, but they struggle to write the statement. You said here x is equal to x, angles are equal, this angle is equal to that one. Same thing here, this angle is equal to that. You write exactly that. X plus 90 is equal to 110. It's a statement. Reason, you have a reason. Again, when you wrote everything here, you wrote your file, you labeled it, you wrote its corresponding angles. Write that then. You don't have to finish corresponding angles, right? You don't stop here. You say comma. You say this line is parallel to that line. G, A, D, F is parallel to G, G. Okay, right? D, F is parallel to G, J. You can say D is parallel to GH. No one will penalize you. These two lines are parallel without doubt. But we advise you that you say DE, the whole line is parallel to GJ. Right? Then your reason now is correct. The one, as long as you don't stop here to corresponding angles, you tell us that because it's not corresponding angles if these lines are not parallel. That's why we want you to specify that the two lines are parallel. That's why you deduced that these two angles are equal since they form an F shape. Please, grade 9. Now, our next step now is algebra. Solve for x. We are looking for x. Now, x is equal to variables to the left, numbers to the right. 110 degrees. 90 is negative. We need to take it to the right. Numbers to the right. It's positive. It's going to be negative what? 90 degrees. So, therefore, now x is equal to, what is 90 minus 110 minus 90? It is 20 degrees. So